However, the next question is, for several years, the Purple Sage Elementary PE Department and Anderson Mill Aquatic Department has held a free 2-week swim lesson program. And again, that one I have to figure out who paid for the swim lessons. You know, that's something that we have to do interlocal with Grand Rapids School District, that we're going to work something out. And we do have some ways of providing free swim lessons throughout the city, and that's through Austin American Statesman Fund. Okay, but again, that all depends on the school, and to me, that's a good partnership. The district parks department, let's see, offers special events throughout the year, such as team nights, float for flex. We call it the flex and floats. Movie nights, 4th of July aquatic competition. Now, underwater spook house. We don't do underwaters. That one is a weird no. That one, okay. Mini triathlon. Will the city continue to do it? Yes, of course. We'll probably, you know, again, that's something community wants. That's what we're here for. Now, there are some stuff that I know on the special events, excuse me, it's like a district holds an annual July 4th event on Harper Park. That has to go through our special event coordinator, because there are guidelines on their city ordinance for special events, depending on the size of this special event. Like, we need to make sure APD is involved, the traffic, and all that good stuff.
Are those events at Zilker Park, those summer things, are those considered special events?
Yes, they all go through our special event office.
And who funds that? Because there's no fee to go to those.
No, those are all funded by private groups.
Okay.
Okay,
So we
everything,
can have those here in our area.
as long as we got, yeah, private groups. I mean, we have we got all kinds of events throughout the city that's funded by private organizations. And some of them, like Walmart, HEB, there are a bunch of different people do sponsor. You know, ACL, actually, they pay us. But there are a lot of events that we provide, like July 4th, that's funded by Austin Symphony.
Yeah, there's a lot of neighborhood events. If you want to arrange one, go to the.
Yeah,
just
especially the
talking about what makes it work logistical. That's all.
Now, it says residents are able to rent the pool outside of the normal hours to hold private parties. Yes, we do that in our pools too.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
On the use of the parks, again, it would be the same sort of line where I'm going with the pools. Let's say First Baptist Church of, South Austin decides, let's say there's 20 different groups that schedule up our parks for every weekend. Can they do that?
No, they're technically.
In other words, we won't have like everybody everybody's family reunions and everybody's church groups and all this.
No, that actually is restricted, because any big events, I mean, even 60 plus, okay, they have to go through special event reservation office to reserve them.
But now they do, what's the key? Everybody can just schedule it in and say, no, because we got nice.
Yeah, but here's the question. If y'all have a reservable pavilion, okay, that's going to get scheduled. That's first come, first served, because that's reservable, and that's a service that we have to provide. Okay, there are going to be different part of the park that's not reservable. It's just for people come in and use it. So we're not going to reserve those. All right. Now, do I have a control over all these different groups that are using your parks now? I don't know how y'all are handling that right now. And that's something that I have to have a discussion with the mud district to find out. If people come in, how do you do it? Do you kick them out? I mean, those are some of the logistics that we have to work on.
Just to be clear.
Resolutions required. We limit the number. We don't set the problems.
Right, so every weekend you can't be having book church groups, Boy Scouts, whatever, no matter how harmless or whoever, they just can't just book it up every weekend, right?
And no, because
we don't have a repetition for it.
No.
But, one observation we have, a lot of times when we have meetings like this, there are concerns about, well, everybody else comes to my park from the other side of town.
Right.
That happens throughout the city. And we go back and follow up with it. We meet with the neighborhood in subsequent years. And by and large, we find that didn't happen, because everybody goes to their nearest park. Wherever you live, you go to one nearby or maybe the next one. it's hard to meet your group on the other side of town. It just doesn't happen. People are neighborhood based.
And it says the district has an agreement with Anderson Mill Barracudas. I have no idea who the Barracudas. Now, depending on, I'm wondering if they're USS or is that just a neighborhood swim team program? City does provide regular neighborhood swim team program that the kids compete against other kids throughout the state. Now, if the Barracudas is your team, okay, then we can work something out. And again, the question is, our job is, are they paying, who they're paying, and are they paying a fee? I don't know those.
Yes.
I mean, those are not part of our, we don't have those logistics.
They do pay a significant fee in there, or US, whatever it is.
USST. Then that group, what we have to do is have a contract, formal contract. Again, we're going to have to find out when they're using it, making sure there's no conflict between them and other USS program. But also, we do provide a neighborhood swim team program, which is not that expensive. It's like $60 for the whole season, and it's a summer season that you go and compete against other places. And that's our normal charge. And then the winners, the first and second place winners, they get to go to the state championship. And usually the citywide swim meet is held at Swim Center. Okay? And that's something that we do throughout the city, very reasonable prices. It's Monday through Friday program, and it's about hour long, or sometimes 2 hours long, depending on age group. And that's something we do all over the city. And we have 23 teams up here.
So what I'm hearing you say is that there would be no change probably with the elite groups. They would just be working with you instead of the limited district.
That's right.
But in addition to that, for the people who can't afford to be part of those elite groups, there would be another program for those kids who want to do school swim.
That's right. That's right. We will provide a neighborhood swim team program to those individuals.